In the final analysis, what we're really concerned is with Malcuth. And Malcuth itself is very strange. Malcuth is 496. And the Shekinah is Malcuth. The Shekinah is Malcuth. It's the feminine. Okay? And so Malcuth is 496, and Shekinah is 385. That comes out to be 881. Okay? Plus 10 letters here. That's 891. Okay? Now, strangely enough, that in itself, what do I have here? Elohim is 3 spellings. 300, 295, and 291. That's 886. Plus 5 letters of Elohim is 891. So Malcuth and Shekinah equal Elohim in its potentials. Now, Elohim in its potentials, again, where this lies is in Malcuth. Malcuth itself, when fully spelt out, as you see here, is 672. 672 just so happens to be the name, the gematria of the names Elohim. When you use the mem as a 600 is 646, and Yud Kei Vav Kei as 26 comes out to be 672. 672 is Malcuth, and 672 is Yud Kei Vav Kei Elohim. And what I'm bringing out is that the lowest level, the Malcuth, which is the Shekinah, the feminization, and the is Elohim, because is in the final analysis, Bereshis, Bara, Elohim. Actually, Bereshis has something to do with it here too, but Bereshis, Bara, Elohim created the physical space. You see? Because in the beginning, everything was kind of Yud Kei Vav Kei. And it pulled itself away so that a physicalization could take place. So this world, so he could take place. This feminization is so that the Yud Kei Vav Kei can go into the Elohim. You see? Can go into the Elohim. So let me write those 2 names down. Elohim is, see, I'm writing them down, where Elohim is the outside and Yud Kei Vav Kei are the inside letters. So it's Aleph, then Yud, Lamed, Hey, Vav, where these 2 names, Elohim and Yud K Vav K. So the first is, because there are 5 letters, that means that the 4 spaces inside will be Yud K Vav K. And so the real secret of Malcuth is the union of Yud K Vav K and Elohim. And Elohim embraces so much so that you don't see it. And notice something else. The middle letters between the Aleph and the Mem of Elohim spell 71, which is mole. Mole. And if you really want to know, let's see how many letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. 7 letters in the middle with the 71. So we do plus 7. That's 78. And that's Muslim. So if we take the middle letters of Yud K Vav K and Elohim, the middle letters are 71 in Gematria. And using those 7 letters, add those 7 letters to it, becomes 78, and that's Masla. Masla area is found in the name of the union of Yud K Vav K Elohim in the Malcuth, in the lowest Malcuth, the 10th Sephiro. In the final analysis, it's the masculine masculine bris into the feminine Kelly. It's the Aleph. Aleph. Let me give this Aleph. I don't have a card right now here. It's the Aleph, which is the masculine. Aleph is the masculine 26 into the Kelly. Kelly. Kli is 60. So it's 1 into 26 into 60. And that 60 is a Kli. So my symbol of Ein Sof is 26 in the Kli of 60. It's 86. 86 is Yud K, is Elohim. So in the Aleph Samek, if you have the union of 26 from Aleph, Yud Vav Yud, the masculine unit, the drop into the Kli, the vagina, so to speak, the receptive vessel, you have an 86. So you have 86 here. And then if you take the Aleph by itself, you have another 26. So it can be 86 as including the Aleph, and plus a 26, it's 112, and that's Yud K Vav K Elohim. The point is that you need a Kli, you need a vessel. Without the vessel, you're just shooting in thin air. You need a target. Without the target, you're shooting nowhere. And that target is the everything. Now this emanates from Hashem. The necessity for Hashem to have a target. Because everything was Hashem. Before the Tzimtzum. So he created his own vessels. And that vessel is Elohim. A mask of that vessel is Adonai Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. But the true vessel is Elohim. You see? And the Elohim is really the Malcuth. And the total union of Malcuth and Yud Kei Vav Kei is Elohim, and Yud Kei Vav Kei is the true Malcuth. And this, it's not that it was given to me on 1st of Shavat, but it's given out here on the 1st of Shavat. Because the 1st of Shavat is the potential of the Ilan, of the tree, the Zadok, that comes to fulfillment in 15 days on Tu B'Shvat. So these 15 days are 15 days of from potential to actual. And as I've said in previous videos, it means more. But however, the real secret is Elohim. Bereshis bara Elohim. So it's not that the beginning created Elohim. Elohim bara Bereshis. Elohim creates the beginning. And the necessity for this vessel, the necessity for the Elohim level, is what is the atzmut in the Yud Kei Vav Kei level, in the masculine Aleph, that is the totality of the universe, of the everything before, of the Aleph before the Bet, of the Anfang before the Begunen. And this level of origin is a necessity. It comes from a union of Yesod and Malcuth into the word Yam, which is Yud. Yam is Yud Vav Dalet is 20, and Mem, final Mem, is 640. At 660, and that's a Samach inside of a final Mem, 660. It's a squaring of the circle. And this masculine and feminine comes through in Malcuth. And it's the union of Malcuth and Yesod that is more obvious in Malcuth, because it's a physicalization. In the final analysis, Yesod belongs to the Yetzirah world. And in the Oseo world, the Malkuth, it's not Bina as Elohim. But the third level of quite frankly, the spelling of Elohim as 291, Eretz, comes to Malkuth level. The Bina level of Malkuth can be represented by the Shin, the 300 of the left side of the Tefillin. But the Eretz level of Malkuth is 291. And this is so important, because this must be the physicalization of the spiritual. And that's the Kli, the vessel. And without this physicalization, you're nothing. Without the body, you're dead. Your spirit, your soul lives on. But in the final analysis, you're dead. And that's the atzmutz. Atz, eitz, it's tree. Mavet, death. And this 8 has a relationship to the Elan, the tree, which is 91, which relates to the Sukkah and relates to Yud Kei Vav Kei, I don't know, 91. And it relates today, because today is the tree, the Elan, the Tzaddik, the first of Shevet. And in these things I've given you, how Malcuth, it must be brought to Malcuth. And if it's not brought to Malcuth, you're just kidding.